How does the glow of a single campfire become the restless light of a city? It begins at the river's edge with a farmer's hands in the damp silt of the Tigris. It begins when the wandering ends and temporary huts harden into permanent homes. From the fire and the field came surplus grain, and with that surplus a new world arose. Crowded streets, centers of power, and the rule of kings. Along the Nile, as storehouses filled, authority took root. Civilization was learning to remember. And it remembered in new ways. Across these river worlds, writing carved laws into stone and counted harvests on clay. On the Euphrates, tablets tracked every deal. In the Indus Valley, seals marked property. Along the Yellow River, bamboo slips held the memory of the state. What changes when a thought can outlive the thinker? With ledgers and laws, cities grew, and the reach of rulers extended. But humanity also began to ask how we ought to live. In the East, new traditions, from Buddhism to the teachings of Confucius, shaped the soul and structured society. And to the West, other great covenants were taking form. Judaism taught a people a story of their own. Christianity offered a message for all humankind. Islam forged a community that spanned desert and sea. These faiths gave order to the world and meaning to suffering. And their worlds began to connect. Hooves thundered across the steppe, and sails caught the monsoon winds. Silk and salt traveled with merchants, but so did new ideas and deadly diseases. Far away in the Andes and Mesoamerica, entirely different worlds built cities of stone and maize. But everywhere, new tools were reshaping destiny. Paper multiplied voices. Gunpowder and the compass redrew the map of power. The patterns of our own entangled world were being set long before the first ships crossed the great oceans. Then waves became roads. The world was about to meet itself. In a quiet Andean valley, a farmer lifts a potato from the cold earth. That simple root would soon feed the growing cities of Europe. But this new global exchange was relentless and brutal. As the potato crossed one ocean, stolen people were forced across another to harvest sugar. Fortunes were made. Ideas about human rights sparked revolutions. And then, the engine. Steam and steel accelerated everything. Factories multiplied, cities exploded, and the new question echoed in the streets. Who owns the machine, and who owns the future? The clash of empires, fueled by pride and industry, plunged the world into two global wars, leaving nations to search for a fragile peace. From the ashes, new nations rose as colonized peoples demanded their freedom. A Cold War drew lines across the globe, shaping everything from kitchens to classrooms. And then, a new network wrapped the planet, one that connects a container ship on the ocean to the phone in your hand. In this connected age, the old struggles continue. Movements for human dignity find a global voice. The health of the planet itself becomes an urgent concern. And the very code of life is now ours to edit. Today, the heirs of that first farmer scroll through news feeds, their votes echoing in a world their ancestors could never have imagined. The patterns of the past guide the choices we make now. And just beyond this moment, a new chapter of human history is waiting to be written.